This episode is sponsored by Sherwin-Williams and Benjamin Moore.
I remember having a conversation with you when I visited you, and you said that you have a culture of training.
Mm-hmm. We
That,
used to. That's something that we
yeah,
had to make happen.
sure. So tell me about what that means to you, and how do you make that real? How do you make it realistic?
Again, it's a culture thing. Educating when you've got guys here that have been here a long time, and they're going, okay, do I want to be 60 years old and still painting? Well, if you don't, we need to grow this company, you know?
Yeah,
So to grow this company, we have to find uh, good help, train them, foster them, nurture them, pay them well, make them want to stay here, so that we can grow our crew, so that I can create other opportunities for my long-term employees. That's how Corey is selling now,
right,
whereas he started out puttying holes and sanding
right,
basements 16 years ago. Now he writes $150,000 paint contracts,
right.
and makes his own schedule. So, and the guys see that I'm someone that if I say I'm going to do it, I do it. I don't just blow smoke up their ass.
Right.
If I say I'm trying to create a business that can sustain your family and provide a career for you, I will. If you work with me and do what I ask you to do, we can make this thing happen. So making them understand that when you have guys that are they take so much ownership over their job that they want everything right, sometimes it's really hard for them to hand higher level tasks to new employees or to trainees. And
Right.
we'd end up with a trainee that'd been here 3 damn years and never held a sprayer in his hand, or had never
Right.
done top cut, or somebody be here 6 months before they were allowed to tape baseboard. And we
Yeah.
had to change that, man. We had to fast track that training process. And our incentive bonus system, it pays our crew leaders a percentage of the job, based on a few different factors that they have to accomplish. But they understand that the more employees you have, the
Mm-hmm.
bigger your crew is, the more jobs you can get done, and the bigger bonus you'll have.
Yeah.
So I had to make it beneficial for them to train because training's a pain in the butt. Nobody
Yeah, for
likes
sure.
climbing off a 6 foot ladder and going and teaching somebody how to tape for the fifth time.
Yeah.
But that's what you got to do,
Yeah. Because what
Um,
it is what you have is two people doing one task kind of poorly,
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
training.
yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, and it can be very frustrating. Um, but one thing we learned to help them with is, obviously because of the disservice our government did with these unemployment benefits and stuff this year, making it extremely hard to get employees.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so one of the things that we obviously had to do is we had to raise our starting pay
Yeah.
significantly,
Yeah.
and we had to pay everybody more, and we had to
Yeah.
charge our customers more. But
Did
it
that
did.
help?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually did. Yeah, I've learned to pay more. I've strived to become because it was. I mean, last year it became real friggin' apparent to me that okay, so I got to pay somebody $2 more an hour. That's what, an extra 4,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a painter produces about 100,000 a year. So I'd rather pay somebody $2 more an hour and get another $100,000 in revenue than not have that employee because I won't pay the
Right.
extra $2 an hour. It's basic math,
Yeah, right.
right or wrong. That's what we were forced to make that change. So when
Right.
you pay those guys well, and you also, then when you're paying that well, you fire fast. So
Sure.
we try to be very thorough with our hiring process. We try not to have a big turnover, but
Yeah.
obviously they'll slip past you, and a week or two in, we can see pretty quickly this guy ain't going to work out. We don't limp him along for 3 more months so he can drag the rest of the crew down and
Right.
waste my money.
Yeah.
Um, we'll go
Well,
ahead.
and when somebody is dragging you in that, you might lose the good person because they're so frustrated with the person that's dragging.
Absolutely. We heard it again and again when we started doing our production meetings. That's what we kept hearing.
Yeah.
Guys were upset that, you know, you get to this point where here we got 8,000 to 9,000 hours booked. You know, whereas in the past you've got so much work and you're like, how do we get this done? So what you do is you let employees stay that are showing up late or
Right.
not doing what they're supposed to do because you're just trying to get these freaking jobs done, you know. Well, we quit all that.
Yeah.
We had to quit that double standard because you'll ruin good employees doing it. So we
Yeah.
just learned to fire real quickly. And if we do keep you, that means you're good. And we're going to take good care of you. We stay on top of our 30, 60, 90-day reviews. We make sure they're getting raises if they're good help. We encourage our crew leaders, you know, our crew leaders make those decisions. Our crew leaders fill out the forms that we use for the reviews. So if you've got good help, you like having Jesse on your crew because you're kicking ass and you're knocking these jobs out and you're getting your bonuses. Well, you need to let us know how good Jesse's doing so that we can pay him accordingly and we can treat him accordingly.